Hey guys, welcome back to Ironing Out the Kinks podcast. You're joining Luke.
And Chelsea.
Married couple, happily married couple. Normally I say
married.
happily. I feel like it's one of those things I shouldn't need to say, you know what I mean? And then I listen back to it when I'm editing and I'm like, why the fuck do I say that every single time? But we're a happily married couple. We enjoy talking about sex, kinks, and just giving general advice. We do it for ourselves and we like doing it for you guys.
We sure do.
Got anything you want to add?
Whatever you're listening to us on, please like and subscribe.
Yeah, do some reviews.
No, but if you can, either leave a review or at least subscribe to us. It really, really helps us being pushed up in the rankings, and that means we get seen by more people, and the more people we get seen by, the bigger we grow, and the bigger we grow, the more content we can give you.
Exactly. We are currently sat in a mid-built studio. The reason why we haven't done any video content for ages has been multiple reasons, but more recently it's been the studio's not been good enough.
Suppliers are useless.
Suppliers are fucking useless, but we're nearly there. So
yes.
You'll soon see.
Be seeing our faces again.
Yeah. And we got told last night by one of our listeners, oh, you guys look like you're in your late 20s. And I was like, you haven't seen us in a little while because we've aged. We are haggard.
We are more haggard than last time you saw us, but
Oh,
hey.
you're not. I am.
That's sweet.
The skin around my eyes looks like a fucking ball bag. And it's like, I don't know how to get rid of ball bag eyes. You Google it, nothing comes up.
Well, genitals are sexy, so can we go down that route?
I don't think ball bags are sexy though. I think if you're going to talk about male genitalia, like a dick is sexy to some people.
Like your eye looks like penises. That's not sexy.
No. What?
I don't know where I'm going with that. Should we roll into the episode?
No, wait. Eyes look like a vagina.
They do.
Flip them from the horizontal to the vertical.
Little fluffy vaginas.
Vaginas are fluffy naturally.
That's what I'm saying.
Why are you making this difficult? What do you want to talk about? Just carry on.
Right. So to start this week's episode off, we are going to do a little kind of thread.
Okay.
But we're going to say if we agree with it or not, the answers.
Oh, we've done this before, haven't we?
We have, yeah. So
I enjoy these.
Yeah. So this week, the things that never turned you on, but everyone else swears by.
Shit, everything turns me on now.
Bonus for why. Yeah, you're just going to say yes to all of these.
Yeah.
All right, number one. Foot stuff. Sorry, but toes look like prison fingers.
Prison fingers?
I was trying to figure out what the definition of a prison finger is.
What do they think prison is? Do they think it's Middle Earth where all the fucking hobbits live? No, feet are sexy. They're dirty. It's naughty.
Okay.
Sucking on a toe when you're getting balls deep is peak.
But you're only more recently.
I've never sucked toes before until
yeah.
I married you, no.
Mm.
But now
So maybe this guy needs to marry the right woman.
with sexy feet like yours. See how I saw today, I was going back through our conversation on WhatsApp. I was looking for something and I saw you'd sent me.
Was you looking for nudes?
No, I was looking for something you asked me for. Do you remember?
Okay.
And I saw a picture of my dick, which glorious, good for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then a picture of your feet, a picture of the computer screen. And it was all your feet pictures where you were like, oh, I was looking at setting up Feet Finder years ago.
Me and my friend was in Bali and we just had our a pedicure and manicure done. So it was like, should we take some nice pictures by the pool of our feet and try and make some money?
How did that go?
Didn't make a penny. Got some pictures for it though.
There you go. Anyway, sorry, next one.
Moaning my name feels like I'm in trouble.
Wait, moaning your name or my name?
Someone moaning your name.
Oh, no, I like that.
Yeah.
Again, that turns me on.
This is all going to turn you on.
Everything's going to turn me on.
Public stuff, too much admin, where's the risk assessment?
See, now public stuff is dodgy for me.
You don't get a huge kick out of it. You just like the fact that a sex service is being done, not that it's in public.
Exactly. We've talked about it before, that time, middle of the day in a pub car park.
I love public stuff.
Yeah, you do. But I don't get, for me, it's just a bit of a risk. I'm like, oh, if that family of 4 look over here, I'm on the sex offenders register. I'm fucked. You know, and you're like, no, let me stick a finger up your ass whilst I'm doing it. And I'm like, don't, because I'll come. And I'm making eye contact with the guy who doesn't know what's going on in here, but it's weird. Cool. I can do it, but no, I'd rather just go home and do it.
Split decision on that one. Nipple play feels like someone's turning an old radio.
They've not had the right nipple play.
Radio. No, the thing is, some people have sensitive nipples, some don't.
Yeah.
And someone who likes nipple play, some days they aren't sensitive, and I can understand why they'd say feels like someone's tuning an old radio, because I'd be like, stop it. I'm not into that today.
But also, it's not just, I remember being very, very young and first feeling nipples and doing twisty lefty righty on both of them, because I don't know what else to do. I was like, what do you want me to do? Push them in? Do they pop back out? I don't understand. You know what I mean? But now I know, like, there's multiple things you can do with them. There's different there's different pressure, there's different like
pinching,
movements, pinching, pulling.
Yeah.
Exactly. There's stroking and then flicking, and then I like to like get yours a bit wet and then blow on them and get them cold and then flick them.
Frostbite.
Right, sorry. I don't know why. I'm in a silly mood.
You are in a silly mood. Choking, I've got asthma, let's not risk it.
I mean, if you're into risk, that's a big risk.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just not a risk I'm going to take. I'm just not going to do it.
Well, that sounds boring.
What do you
I'm
want? Do you
joking.
want me to be in the front page of the news? Like, man claims that sex games killed woman, when actually maybe he's one of those.
No, but I like choking. And the thing is
You
that
haven't got asthma.
No, of course not. But with it, you yourself have liked it a little bit on occasion, which
Yeah,
is
I have to
something
be in
you
the
didn't
mood.
think that you
No,
would have liked
absolutely not.
before.
I'll always say it's 1 in 100.
Yeah.
So 99 times I want to be in control. I want to be the dom. I want to do all the things. And then on that other time, I'm like, you know what? Choke me, peg me, smack me around a little bit. I don't mind. Let's give
Call
that
me
a
a
whirl.
little hoe.
Yeah, exactly. Spit in my mouth. Make me say your name. That's what I'm about.
Next one.
But then we go back to the normal thing.
Oh yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
sorry, next one.
Leather smells like my dad's old Ford Mondeo.
Sorry, say that last word again.
Mondeo.
Right, you got it right a second time.
What did I say?
Like a Mondeo, like it had a U in it. Yeah, no, I'm also not about leather. Do you know,
I'm not as well.
the friction bit of it doesn't feel right. Latex has like a smoother thing if you get it a bit moist. Ugh. If you get it a bit wet. You know what I mean? If you get some lube on it or something, latex is like nice.
Can
but
I
leather,
just say
yeah.
that word?
I've said it
This
so
last
much.
week, you said it so many times. And considering, I think it was our last episode, the Would You Rather, and you was like, I never hear the word moist often.
Yeah,
And you can't stop saying it this week.
But now, every time I say it, you look at me and I have to pretend to orgasm. So it's been really, it's shown me the inconvenience. It has shown me the inconvenience. But yeah, no, I agree. I'm not a fan of leather.
I'm not a fan of leather. I think it looks great on certain model pictures, but it's uncomfortable.
When have you worn leather?
When I did a bit of modelling.
Oh my God, you're
I
so high
know.
profile. No, I agree. I think it's got such a striking, like fucking imagery for sex, you know, really does. I've never worn leather. I can't imagine it is that comfortable because it doesn't seem to have a lot of give in it, you know?
No, and me personally, if I see someone in leather, I don't think, oh, that's sexy. Doesn't do it for me. Does it for some people. That's
What
cool.
if you had like super hot female rock up, leather sort of like straps all over her and a big, nice, fat strap on ready to fuck
But
you?
is it the fact that it's her or what she's wearing?
Interesting. But isn't that the case with everything?
I guess. Well, no, because some people have a
guess.
kink. Some people have a fetish towards leather as well.
Fetish. Yeah, we've discussed the differences.
We sure have.
Oh yeah. Jog yourself back to episode 1 if you've not listened to that.
Was that episode 1?
I think so. Probably it sounds like an episode 1 thing we had discussed.
Why not? Right.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's go.
Next one, 69 in. Now, this is their reason why, which kind of makes sense but kind of doesn't. Feels like I'm trying to enjoy dinner while someone balances on my forehead.
I
don't get it. But I kind of get it. Because I don't like 69 in.
Yeah, but I fucking love it.
But I think, do you just love the fact that you've got a pussy in your face?
Yes. Like sometimes I'm just say to you, like, just sit on my face. I just want that. Especially after I've like made you come. And I'm like, just sit on my face now. I want that. And I'll finish myself off and I want you to watch. But there is something great. Yeah, it's annoying that you don't like it because it's about the arched back with the like where your pussy kind of gets pulled up a little bit and then I can like stretch your ass cheeks and see your ass. So when you're sat on my face, I've just got pussy in my face, which I love. But when you're in front of me, like face, like bent over in my face, that's heaven. That view's heaven. The where I put my tongue, I've got every option available to me. And also I've got you, you know, getting it down the back of your throat, which feels incredible.
Question.
Yes.
Can women be on the bottom in a 69?
Are you okay?
They
Are you
can't.
no, did you say 69 or a 69?
69.
It sounded like you said 69. I'm going to have to listen back and see if maybe I'm the problem here. Can women be on the bottom?
Not really.
Well, no, I guess it depends.
Maybe that's why I don't like it, because I have to be like on top and, you know, positioned over you like an animal.
Well, you can do it on your side.
But then I'd have to lift my leg up.
Yeah. That's what you do when I spoon fuck you anyway.
I know, but that's more fun. I don't know. 69 is just not for me.
I think it's because of the angle for you.
Maybe because of the angle, and a bit because like I'm trying to suck your dick while like what if I'm thinking through it now. So if I'm giving you head and you're laying on your back,
Yes.
I'm either on my stomach, which is comfortable, like propped up on my elbows, or I've got my knees tucked under my chest, like in that little like almost like little mushroom fetal position.
Okay.
Comfort. Whereas in 69, I'm trying to give you head, so I'm got me supported up on my elbows, but then I can't lay flat because I've kind of got to keep my ass in the air so you can get to my pussy. So maybe it is an angle thing, but also like I don't feel the pleasure when I'm concentrating on pleasuring you. I'm not just like letting all go.
What about when you're having sex with a woman?
What, 69 in?
Yeah.
No, it'll be the same.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's just not the position
surely the
for
enjoyment, because you get so turned on sucking my dick, surely the enjoyment's the same when you're eating pussy.
Yeah.
But then you see the difficulty of eating pussy upside down when they're on the bottom.
Yeah, that must be so hard because you kind of got to like
Get your neck right. You got really. You
got like double chin
to
it.
chest,
Yeah.
exactly. You got to fucking get down around it and get that tongue in there. Which I again think like on your sides, both on your sides, opposite ends.
I just can't see it being for me unless we do the pogo stick.
What is the fucking pogo stick? What are you talking about?
Can't you remember what we?
I don't remember it being explained to me. No, I remember us talking about it.
So you hold me upside down, and then you jump.
I don't want to jump. What, with my dick in your mouth? Yeah. Your jaw is a hinged joint. You understand that, yeah?
It was a fake position, remember?
Was it
was
the fake
part of the
one?
quiz, yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a real one. I've seen that though.
You have?
Yeah.
How?
The man flips a woman over and then eats her pussy like right in front of his face and she's sucking dick.
But the whole part of it being pogo stick is you jumping.
Jump.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That makes sense why it's fake. Am I tired?
I think so.
Am I okay?
Are we? I feel like I'm having an out of body experience during this conversation.
Honestly, we've been going for like 13 minutes and we're not even through this thread. Someone said to me, I was really sad when I saw the episode was only 33 or 34 minutes, whatever it was last week.
This time.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm so sorry about that. I was like, sometimes we're not going to force it. You know, sometimes there's stuff to get into because we got the topic and sometimes it's a little bit less. And she was like, that's cool, man. I get it. It's cool. This week, fucking strapping. This is basically Lord of the Rings, all 3 books in one. You're listening to the lot. That's the second Lord of the Rings reference I've made as well tonight.
Is it? I didn't even hear the first one.
I talked about the Hobbit toe things, prison toes. Have you spiked my food? Because I had a snack earlier. And now I'm...
We're okay. Should we move on to the next one? I think we've killed that 69.
Oh, we've killed everything tonight.
Mirror sex. I don't need to see my own sex face.
No, bullshit. Love it.
Love mirror sex.
Look at your genitals. Don't look at your face, you fucking idiot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at your penis going into vagina or penis going into your vagina, whichever way round it is.
You haven't got to look at your face.
Or vaginas rubbing against each other or penises going into each other. You know what I'm saying? Just look at your genitals. You don't need to look at that.
No,
it's basically like watching.
Sex.
It's like being recorded. Exactly. But there's no risk of it being leaked.
Yeah. Okay, body oil. It's given slip and slide, not sexy. Also ruined my sheets. 0 out of 10.
I agree.
I disagree.
What? You have to put a towel down and stuff. Otherwise
just
the sheets
fuck your sheets up. Put them in the wash after.
No. We always have sex late at night. I'm not doing a bed change at fucking 11 o'clock. Are you crazy?
I like body oil. It's like, right, there's a couple of things here. One, I like body oil. It is sexy feeling. I like that. I love watching body oil porn, but that's another story.
You like that, yeah.
Body oil on your vagina to me, creates a barrier between, like, so you're clear. So aggressive how I said that.
It was, yeah, go on.
If I was using a toy and had body oil in that region, I'm not really going to, for whatever reason, I can't feel it properly. It not like lube doesn't act as a barrier, but the oil acts as a barrier. And I don't like body oil in my butt crack. Huh?
So you've just given pros and cons without stating that one's a pro and one's a con?
No, I like body oil as long as it doesn't get in my genitals.
All right, and what did you say about your ass crack?
I don't like it in my butt crack.
Why not?
Because I don't. I'm putting myself on blast here right now. I once used body oil for my butthole as lube. And from that day, I was like, I don't like it.
Why didn't you just use lube?
You know that video that you really enjoy of me?
Yes.
That's body oil, yeah.
It looked really shiny. That was when I worked away and you were...
sending you videos.
Just jackhammering with both hands.
What?
Weren't you?
You think I was fisting my arsehole?
No! You had toys everywhere. It was great.
No, that one... Anyway.
Yeah, but look on the floor. I've watched that video a lot, believe me.
There was more toys.
There was other toys laying around.
Oh, well, anyway, that was body oil. Baby oil.
Right, let's get on. Every single one of these, we're just not allowing a natural flow. This is terrible audio. We're not good podcast hosts right now.
Being called good girl, I'm not a dog, don't train me, just fuck me. Depends what you're into.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say, that's like, if you like the praise kink, nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm. If you don't, then I get it.
Yeah, I get it.
Next one. Silent sex. I don't trust people who don't make any noise. Agree.
We've talked about this. It's weird.
Yeah.
How are you having the best time?
That's it. How do you know you're
silently
enjoying yourself?
It's the equivalent of someone going on a roller coaster and just being deadpan, just staring straight ahead.
It really is.
And then getting off going, yeah, no, I really enjoyed that. And you're like, did you? Because your face kind of looked like a serial killer. Make noise.
We're with you on that.
Enjoy it.
Dirty talk. I start concentrating too hard on what I'm saying and forget to enjoy it. I get that. We actually had this conversation the other night, didn't we?
Yeah.
After we had sex. I assume we had sex.
Why are you not remembering that we had sex? Why are you looking at me quizzically? I dropped the bomb. I rocked your world.
You did. But no, we had this conversation where I think you were talking dirty to me, and you was like, "Did you like what I was saying?" And I said, "If I'm honest, I didn't hear a lot of it."
And I was like, "Sound."
Because I was really in the moment. I was really enjoying what we was doing, and all my focus went to like the blood rushing to my genitals. I keep saying genitals this episode.
You said it a lot.
But I was concentrating on good sex, so I weren't listening to you. So I get how someone could lose their concentration on the sex if they're thinking too hard on what to say.
Yeah, and I completely created an entire role play scenario based around Lord of the Rings. And I really wanted feedback on that. And you gave me nothing. I was devastated.
All right.
Gandalf the White.
Anyway. Morning sex. Breath smells like dehydration.
Okay, that's why you've got to do spoon sex in the morning.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever had face-to-face sex in the morning. I think we have once or twice, yeah.
But then we've just put our faces next to each other. I bury my face in the pillow, and you just like grab hold of my shoulders and you're like, don't bring your face near mine.
No, we do spoon sex in the morning. Yeah. So much easier.
Only because you're a very snoozy girl.
Because I'm still asleep.
You're still asleep, but that is consensual. We do have an understanding.
Yeah.
And you do kind of wake up and you're like,
I do kind of get that. But for me, I know, like I used to have a friend and he said that his favourite sex is morning sex. His favourite sex was just waking up before her and just being like, boom, sex. Like
I agree.
He would
it's
rather,
like my favourite.
Oh, really?
Pretty much, yeah.
Because I remember us talking about this. And he was like, I genuinely would not take any other sex if it was just morning sex constantly. And I can't understand. For me, morning sex isn't that sexy, in my opinion.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
I like feeling sexy and ready and fresh and like...
I think because I wake up so horny in the morning.
Yeah, men are different, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. But at the end of the day, sometimes I'm drained of energy.
Yeah.
And you're like, babe... Start rubbing me and I'm like,
thigh.
Well, my dick's obviously going to get hard, but I'm fucking exhausted. But I'm not going to say no because I'm not an idiot. So yeah, I get it. But then it's in the movies where they kiss in the morning and you're like, yuck.
We do that all the time.
You have not brushed your teeth.
Yeah, passionate kissing.
Yeah, stinky
or when
morning
they lay
breath
there
motherfuckers. Face
on
to face.
the pillow and they're just chatting about the night they had
like,
before so
shut
close.
up.
We would never.
Nah, it's disgusting. So yeah, you got to flip them over.
Anal. I know people love it, but my ass is exit only, and I'm okay with that.
Hey, it's what you're into.
Yeah. Well, we have said this before. For you anyway, it's the idea of anal.
Yeah, the actual
it's the
feeling of it.
anticipation. Give or take.
Yeah. Same old.
Well, it's not all like juicy and wet like a vagina. It's just a tight hole. And when I watch porn sometimes, you can see it really grip the dick, and then it doesn't even look like the dick's going in and out, feeling like any
Sometimes
friction.
it doesn't.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like
just holding
on your skin, and your dick's moving in and out of your skin. You know what I mean? Like your cock's not moving in and out fluidly. But yeah, and some people don't like it. I've got a mate, she nearly passed out when her now fiance put a small butt plug in her ass and she nearly passed out. You know her. She loved telling that story very loudly. Bless her. Wasn't it?
Right, last one.
I'm going to say to her again, you're on the podcast again. She's like, fuck's sake.
This one's excellent, and I know you're going to laugh at it.
Okay.
Sex with music on. I can't focus while The Weeknd is whispering in my ear.
Yeah. You know why I'm going to laugh. You know why this is how it is.
Yeah.
I think we've told this before, but there was a time when The Weeknd played at the perfect time.
Yeah.
And it kind of ruined the afterglow moment. For those of you who don't know, okay, having a threesome is great. But afterwards, there's this little moment where you've got two women kind of laying next to you and you're like, I'm the man. I've just done this.
Mm-hmm.
And it's great. We had a moment where as I was ejaculating with two of you like on your knees in front of me, the Weeknd theme song from 50 Shades of Grey started playing.
Yeah.
And then there was like the moment of like, I've just done it. And you and that girl were like, okay. And then we all just laughed at the fucking song.
And it was the girl, she was like, the best song to have ever come on.
And I was like, well, that whole anticipation, and like, especially when you're in our kind of relationship where like we'll spend time speaking to somebody and building up that anticipation, and then we'll talk dirty to them, and then we kind of like chit chat amongst us, and then we get super turned on and fuck whilst you're texting them and all of this good stuff. Mm-hmm. And then that perfect little afterglow gone. Ruined. Weekend prick. Fucking dickhead.
But I like sex with music on.
Depends on the music.
Oh yeah.
Motley Crue, obviously. Girls. I'm
going to tell a story here, and I know you're going to hate it.
Oh God. Okay, what is it?
You're going to hate it.
Okay.
But I'm going to say it anyway. So again, those of you who don't know, Luke and I got together a long, long time ago.
Oh, why'd you have to bring up the past? Let's move on to the future.
And then we split up for some years, and then we got back together.
Yeah.
During them some years where we were apart, we were both dating other people. We were both in relationships with other people.
Yep.
We both kind of kept each other on social media though, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Oh, I know exactly what you're going to say, and I do hate this. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I kept Luke on Spotify as a Spotify friend. And I'm sat there at my work computer browsing some playlists to listen to. And I don't know if Spotify has this anymore, but it used to have what your friends are listening to. And then not only did it say what they're listening to, what playlist it's from. And it was like mid-afternoon, I'm sat on my desk working, and I look at Luke and he's listening to something from his sex playlist. And I saw it. I was like, right, it's time to unfollow him.
Do you know what? Mm-hmm. I don't remember who, but I remember exactly what that was. Like, I remember that scenario. I remember where I lived. I remember everything because I only ever listened to that playlist once. It was like a Spotify thing that I got it like created for me. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, I'll follow that as like my music taste for sex. And I listened to it once, and it was,
sexy songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was aptly named for what I was doing that day. But I don't remember who or anything like that. But yeah,
I just remember seeing it, and it was that day. I was like, maybe it's time I unfollow him.
I remember you telling me when we got back together, and I was like, didn't you follow me on Spotify? And you were like, yeah, I stopped it because you were listening to a sex podcast. Always listen to sex podcast. Listen to a sex playlist. Obviously having sex with somebody else.
Yeah, I didn't need to know that midday on a Tuesday.
I'm sorry. But yeah, I am very sorry.
Oh, don't care.
I'm sorry I had sex with anybody else ever without you watching.
I'm not, because we wouldn't have this podcast if not.
That's very true. We'd have a very vanilla podcast. It'd be like all the others. Boring.
Right, we're not here to slander.
No, we're not. Sorry, you're not boring. We listen to a lot of them. We like them. Chelsea, what on earth are you doing?
Wait 1 second.
No, we're in the middle of an episode. What are you doing?
Wait, I'm nearly done.
What?
Oh, that's better.
Oh my God. These toys from Pulse and Cocktails. Let's be honest. Sometimes the bedroom needs a little upgrade. Maybe it's time to swap meh for, oh my God. Pulse and Cocktails has everything from toys that'll make your toes curl to lingerie that'll have your partner speechless. And listen, I know what you're thinking, but what if the nosy neighbours see my parcel? No worries. They've got next day delivery in total discreet packaging. So even MI5 wouldn't know what's inside. Want to see the goods in person? They've got 16 stores across the UK. Head to pulseandcocktails.co.uk and use our code IOTK for 15% discount. And now Chelsea's finished relaxing. Back to the show.
Naughty corner.
Oh, we're fine. We are. You're getting extra this week, team. I apologise.
Sorry,
I feel like I'm drunk or something.
Are you okay? Is
I don't know.
it because we're not sat in our usual seats?
Maybe it is. Maybe because we've changed the studio
We're so
around. We haven't got the
relaxed
table.
now.
Yeah, look at me. I'm leaning back. This is relaxed.
All right, we've got 3 this week, so let's
Strap
get
in.
through them.
Yep.
Hi, you two. Firstly, love the podcast. It's enlightened me in so many ways and made me giggle. I need your advice. I'm in a happy heterosexual relationship with an amazing, caring guy. We have been together a year and things are going really well. But recently, I've realised that I'm open to different experiences with sex. As an example, I've brought up threesomes in conversations before. He'd be open to us and another girl, but he's not comfortable including another guy in the bedroom. I'm not sure how to broach this conversation with him, as it's clear he's not keen and it's definitely something I'm open to experiencing. Any advice would be great. I also wanted to ask whether it's normal to want more sexual experiences than what a relationship can offer, as I feel guilty for having these fantasies and he's not doing anything wrong and our sex life is good. Thanks for your help, team. A dedicated listener.
Such lovely, kind words. Thank you. So just, can you clarify for me?
Mm-hmm.
Are they saying that they want to have a threesome with 2 men, basically?
Yeah, so
But the boyfriend's open to a girl, but not a boy.
Yeah.
Which is okay.
Which is
That's
okay,
fair.
yeah.
It's tricky. Did they say how old they are?
No.
So I feel like they're younger.
Why?
Because it feels like she's having like a sexual awakening almost, like as in like, oh shit, I actually want to do sexy stuff. That when you get a bit older and you get that confidence and you're like, oh yeah, I want 2 men to fuck me. That's what I want. Or like, I want to, I don't know, like I want to try anal or something like that. When you're younger, that can feel very, you feel very restricted in expressing that sometimes, especially unfortunately as a young woman, because of fucking stupid society's pressures and morons out there. I'm getting to it. Stop telling me to hurry up. So yeah, you go.
Fucking hell.
you just thrown me off.
Sorry. So my first question to her would be, how badly is this a fantasy for you? Because we all have fantasies that we aren't necessarily going to play out in our lifetime, and we're cool with that. A fantasy is a fantasy. It's whether you like, it's going to be debilitating if you can't do it. Yeah. He's obviously open to a threesome with a girl. Fun. Go ahead and go do that immediately if he's up for it.
They're the best.
And also, like, it sounds like here that you haven't actually explored that with another person, a female, yet. And you're wanting to broach the subject about doing it with a guy. But it sounds to me like you're going from 0 to 100. Do you know what I mean? Like you're going from like a sexual relationship to let's introduce loads of different people into the bedroom.
But she's not saying loads of different people, is she?
No, but she's talking about a guy here. So he's already said, yeah, I'm cool with a threesome. Have they done it yet? And then she's like, oh, can we bring a guy in? I would say, if I was giving this advice to my friend, go have the threesome with a girl. Go like open up your sexual wardrobe with each other a little bit more there. And the more comfortable you start getting exploring these fantasies that he's comfortable with currently, he might then develop. Because I say this because when me and Luke started dating or going out again, we were really open to obviously the idea of having threesomes with a woman. and it was always a no with another man,
Yeah.
wasn't it? But the more we've explored each other, the more our sexual like fantasies have evolved. You started coming to the idea of going, yeah, I'd probably do a wife swap with a guy and have another guy there, or watch me get DP'd, which, take it back 3 years ago, you was a hard no on.
Yeah.
So what
Yeah,
I'm trying
you're
to
right.
say is explore everything he's comfortable with and then see where it goes. If this is a deal breaker for you, then it's a deal breaker. But
Yeah. And I think also some people, like you say, I think some people, the classic, the grass isn't always greener.
yeah,
They'll be like, I'm going to go and do all of these things. And then you do them and you're like, oh, okay. That wasn't what I expected. And it's a tricky one because I hate the advice of like, be on your own. Like, don't let anyone hold you back, because that's stupid fucking advice sometimes. But also, did she say if she loves him, she's just in a good relationship? I'm guessing. And again,
they've been together a year.
okay. Look, my thing is, and this is how I've lived my life. I've done a lot of things in my life, not just sexual, but like with everything. So have you've traveled the world, you lived in Australia for a year, you've done fantastic things. My thing is always, I don't want to hit 60, be unable to do shit and look back and think, fuck, I wish I'd done it.
Yeah.
God, that would kill me. That would honestly, I'd be devastated. Which is why I'm very much like,
Now.
we should do it all now. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, let's do it now, because what happens if next year isn't guaranteed?
Mhm.
It's not. And that's my thing. If it is something that is kind of a deal breaker for you and you're like, I'm having this sexual awakening and he's not keeping up with me and I need to do these things, then you kind of may have to go out and explore on your own. Find out, make sure you look into things. But in the same vein, like you've just said, if it's just a kind of kink, you can sit there and think about it whilst you're having sex or whilst you masturbate. And you can say to him, like, this is what I want to do. It's not actually what I want to do. You've got a fantasy that I wouldn't be in any way cool with. And that's like the female glory hole, like the pizza oven.
Yeah.
I love the idea when you talk about it and seeing how turned on you get. But if you were like, nah, babe, we'll go into a club this weekend and they've got one and I'm doing it and I'm just going to be there for an hour, just letting anyone go through it, I'm going to be like, I'm not comfortable with that. That's not cool for me. But I love hearing you talk about it. Like, I love seeing your reaction when I talk about it and bring it up. And I'm like, that moves into our dynamic.
And this is the thing, like with that fantasy, for example, I'd love to do it. In the same breath, I don't know if I would love to do it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like a fantasy, but it's also not a deal breaker. If we never did that, then that's absolutely fine. We've done other things. It's not like we've kept to a vanilla relationship. So bringing it back to how he's open to doing a threesome with another girl, go ahead and do it. And like I say, see what that brings. Talk more about fantasies, put it into dirty talk. Would he be comfortable with that?
Yeah. What was the last bit of the submission?
I also wanted to ask whether it's normal to want more sexual experiences than what a relationship can offer.
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's human nature.
Exactly. And that's what you probably need to spend a little bit of time just exploring in terms of in your own head and being like, basically what we've said, is this a deal breaker? Do I need to do these things? Do I want to get into swinging? Do I want to get into party stuff? Do I want to be a unicorn? Do I want to have a load of men? Do I want to have a load of women? Do I want to do all of these things and then think, okay, but is it actually what I want, or is this something that I love the idea of?
Yeah.
And we could move into this world. Because if it is like, I need it like I need to breathe, then you need to do it. But if it is like, no, that would be nice, that'd be real good, but I want to do it with him. Maybe, find out what he's into, see what walls you can sort of lower together that correspond with each other. But yeah, I think absolutely that is normal. And you should never, ever feel guilty about that. Never feel guilty about what you think and what you feel. The amount of women, when I've spent time with women and got to know them, especially like my friends who would be like, oh, I'm so straight-laced, not a straight-laced like vanilla, I would never admit that actually I want to get gangbanged by a bunch of guys. Yeah. And I wouldn't do it because that's not my thing. Fuck, I love thinking about it. And I'm like, cool, just or if you want to do it, do it. And if you don't think about it, that's cool.
Everyone there's not one person who doesn't have a fantasy, whether it's a fantasy that they actually want to play out or they like the idea of it.
Exactly. And that's the beautiful thing about fantasies. They're in your head and you're in control of them. You can completely control them, which is incredible.
That's a lovely way to put it.
It is. And in reality, sometimes things don't go as planned. Sometimes things aren't how you think they will feel or how they'll look or how they'll, it be an experience. But in your head, it's exactly how you want it to be experienced. And that's safe and strong and enjoyable.
Are you happy with that?
Yeah, hit us up if you want any more advice. If you're like, fuck this guy, tell me what I should do next, then let us know. But we love the fucking updates.
Okay, hey, Chelsea and Luke. They said my name first this time.
I'm happy for you. I know that means a lot to you.
I need your advice, and please don't judge me too hard.
We never would.
I've been casually dating this guy for a couple of months. We're not exclusive. Sex is decent, not mind-blowing, but fun and solid enough that I've stuck around. The problem is I recently slept with someone else after a night out. He was in the friend group of my best friend's boyfriend we were out with, and for the first time I squirted. Like everywhere. I didn't even know my body could do that. It was wild. Now I can't stop thinking about that guy and how my body reacted to him. Should I tell the one I'm casually dating what happened and maybe try to explore that kind of connection with him, or would that just crush his ego and ruin what we have? Help a confused and very wet girl out.
Naughty. No judgment.
No, absolutely not. You're casually dating someone, you're not exclusive.
Exactly.
No
you're
judgment.
not in a relationship. You're kind of going out, spending time together and fucking. That's all good. Don't tell him.
Yeah.
From a man's point of view here, don't tell him, because exactly that, you'll not necessarily crush his ego, but it'll be very hard for him to come back from it. Basically, imagine somebody coming to you and saying, I fucked someone last weekend and it was the best.
Yeah.
I want you to try and be like them because they were amazing compared to you. You'd be like, you know what, maybe I'm just not going to do this anymore. I'm out. So yeah, definitely don't tell him. But I think we're
going to have the same advice here.
Communicate. Tell him what he did that you loved. And don't have to say he did this. This guy I fucked the other day did this.
Yeah.
You say, when you're doing that, can you like do this? When you've got your tongue there, can you like put your fingers there? Don't be scared to give someone tips ever. Always steer them. And if something's happened that you didn't know could happen, try and understand what happened, whether he angled himself differently, whether he used his fingers in a certain way, whatever it was, and then show the guy. Be like, I really like it when this, I think it like make me squirt. Do you want to make me squirt? Yeah, every man's going to say yeah, because it's a visual reaction to something that you're doing in terms of pleasure.
So my advice was going to be very similar.
Okay.
But it's going to be more along the lines of tell a little porky.
Okay.
And say that you've
this guy definitely didn't fuck the other day.
Say you made yourself squirt, and do you want to like show him how?
What if he did it whilst fucking her?
Say you use a dildo
from
an angle that felt good.
What?
Oh, from Pulse and Cocktails.
From Pulse and Cocktails from our guys. They are setting the world on fire at the minute.
Yeah, but yeah, I agreed. Absolutely, do not fucking tell him someone fucked you better, and now can you do that?
Crazy. I appreciate the angle you're coming from.
Yeah,
I like the idea that you're not going, oh, there's better sex out there. Fuck this guy. Yeah.
Well, this is actually what my second point was going to be. Now ask yourself.
Okay.
Was it purely technique, or was it a bit of experience as well? Did you have more chemistry with this guy?
Excitement.
Excitement.
Ooh.
Was he like a little bit more sensual and sexy compared to the guy that you've been dating?
Were you not meant to fuck him? Was it like that thing of you're like, I shouldn't really, but fuck, he wants me. He's giving me those eyes.
Yeah.
Is
it a little bit of that? If it was purely technique, then tell him you did it to yourself and show him.
Yeah, or something like that. I watched the video. Can you try this? And then you can find it. And if he's decent, if not just at sex, but as decent as a man, he'll listen and find out what you like. I say it every fucking week. Women are all their own individual jigsaws. You've got to learn how to put them together. And you telling us is really fun and easy. Helps us fucking immeasurably. So yeah, let us know how that one goes.
Happy?
Yeah, I think it's very evident how happy I am. We're so far into this recording. It's amazing.
We've gone from one extreme to another this week.
Yeah, we have.
Right, last one. So, hi guys. So I've been dating this absolute 10. Tall, tattooed, smells like expensive aftershave and danger. My friends are obsessed with him. But here's the catch. The sex is so vanilla. Like full missionary. Might as well keep your socks on or Crocs, wink wink. No spanking vanilla. I've hinted at trying new things, choking, toys, a bit of dominance, but he either laughs it off or says it's not his thing. Do I sit him down and have the chat, or do I just accept that you can't have both looks and filthy sex? Because I'm telling you now, this man could be rearranging my insides, but instead I'm lying there thinking about my Tesco's order.
Eesh. Number one, what does danger smell like? Don't get that.
That's so aggressive.
I don't get it. And also, number two, I'm taking it personally. Are you saying you can't be strong, big, tattooed, all the things I am, and good in bed, which you've say that I am? So what she's saying is, I'm not one of those things. That's what she's saying there. I don't know if I want to help this person.
You've taken this so personally.
Why have they come for me?
Look at you, you're like chest all puffed out.
Yeah, I've crossed my arms,
crossed,
yeah,
shoulders
crossed.
up.
Yeah. But that's a tricky one.
Look, he said it's not his thing. He has explicitly said it's not my thing. And she's not suggested anything crazy here. Choking, fair enough, can be people's, like, don't want to do that. Toys, that's not crazy. A bit of dominance, if he's a big, strong man, he should surely, well, that's me just assuming here, but is he not a dominant character?
I'd call him a bitch. See what his reaction is. But, and look, it doesn't have to be his thing. We're not here to tell people this is how you manipulate somebody into becoming what you want them to be, because people are who they are. Sometimes they need help finding things and they want that, and that's okay. Sometimes they don't, and they know exactly who they are, and that's also okay. The big thing for me, and I don't necessarily know about you in your past relationships and whatnot, but sexual incompatibility is a dead end for me. Mm-hmm. That is a dead end. Like that, we will not work if we do not have that compatible nature. What
you find happens is you go, yeah, it's fine, I like you. And like you say, you reach a dead end of, no, I can't keep living like this. So I now no longer respect you sexually.
It almost becomes like a resentment.
Because we're not on a level.
Yeah. And you're like, why is this happening? Mm-hmm. Why don't you want to meet me halfway? But that's not necessarily fair to say to somebody, you have to change what you know and love. Yeah, and I know that's kind of what they're saying to you, but if they're all the way to the left and you're all the way to the right, coming halfway to the middle on your own still is going to be still going to lead to resentment. Yeah, still going to lead to resentment. So listen, you go find yourself, do it differently. Don't go out insulting people by saying, oh, you can't have good sex and good looks, brackets, fuck you, Luke. But no, you, for me, I think that's one of those, like, your friends are obsessed with him, good for them. Let one of them have real, like, 3 strokes per every 10 seconds and loads of eye contact.
Go on. We're not insulting the guy. If that's his thing, that's his thing. But
yeah, but we're also about kinks and fun.
But yeah, it doesn't sound, if he's genuinely not willing to meet you halfway, like Luke says, then just there's plenty more out there.
I think you spiked me with some like acid or something. I just feel fucking cool right now. I feel good, you know? I feel real good.
That was such a random like outburst of that then.
I don't know what's going on.
I think we need to put the studio back to how it was. Maybe.
Yeah, I need a tight, restrictive table.
Maybe you're like a cat. Everything's changed. Now you're like Sky.
Yeah. Just on the ceiling in a minute. Just calling people I don't even know bitches. Right, let's go.
You take it over this week. Quiz on my face.
Quiz on my face. Okay. Have you got the board?
Yes.
Is it to hand?
No.
Okay, right. Write it on your phone, my love.
The studio is
a little bit all over the place at the minute, and I'll allow that.
Thank you.
Okay. So, quiz on my face. Question 1. What everyday food item was once used as lube in ancient Greece?
What?
A, olive oil. B, honey.
God.
C, yogurt. D, wine. Take all the time you need because you look at me like you need some time there.
Okay, next one, please.
Question number 2. Which animal can have sex for up to 12 hours straight? A, rabbit. B, sloth. C, pig. D, dolphin.
Oh, gosh. All right. Yeah. I feel like rabbit was one to throw me there.
Okay.
Little rampant rabbit. But then they are like, oh no. Yeah, go on.
Sure?
Mm-hmm.
Question number 3. Where is the most common place outside of the bedroom people have had sex? A, kitchen. B, car. C, shower. D, office.
Okay.
Question number 4. Which sex position is most likely to result in injury? Missionary, cowgirl, doggy style, or reverse cowgirl?
Now, it depends what we're talking about. Injury, like penis is being bent.
Just injury. Any form of injury. You good?
I'm good.
And question number 5. What fruit has the same pH as a vagina? A, apple. D, lemon. C, pineapple. Or D, tomato.
Just an FYI, he said D twice. You didn't say B, he said D. That gives away the clue to the answer.
Oh, it doesn't. It doesn't at all. Okay, so A,
no,
tomato.
I've got it.
Why do you... I mean, is it going to be a lemon? I mean, it's sometimes...
Roll through the answers. Don't get angry.
I'm not getting angry. I'm disappointed. Okay, so question number 1. We didn't even tell people to play along at home or anything. We just went into this. This is the most shambolic episode we've ever done. Honestly, this is fucking wild. This is the studio setup. This is what you've done to me.
Right, go on.
Okay, so what everyday food item was once used as lube in ancient Greece?
Olive oil.
Olive oil is correct.
Beautiful.
There we go. Those oily Greeks. Is that... Can I say that?
I don't know. Right, go quickly before we get a lawsuit.
Second question, question number 2, also known as, which animal can have sex for up to 12 hours straight?
I've gone with dolphin, but I'm feeling rabbit.
No, rabbit's like bang and run, and run.
Who is it?
It's a pig.
Oh, I was thinking haven't they got like a little corkscrew penis?
Yeah, it was a pig was recorded orgasming for 60 minutes. Yeah, I would guess female. Okay, question number 3. Where is the most common place outside of the bedroom people have had sex?
Again, this was a tricky one, but I've gone kitchen.
Ooh, no, it is car.
Oh, okay, fair.
Yeah. We've never had sex in our kitchen.
We haven't.
No. We had sex in the car? I don't think we have.
No.
We've done stuff in the car.
You're too old for that now.
I can't get the knees in the right place. It has. My hips are fucked. Okay, question number 4. Which sex position is most likely to result in injury?
I've gone doggy.
What? Why?
Because I thought this through. So cowgirl is obviously girls land on that.
Yeah.
But then reverse cowgirl, you're even more blind to what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was like, men get cramp when they're in doggy.
So you think cramp is an injury?
Is it not?
No.
Oh, okay. So reverse cowgirl.
It's too late. You already said C, doggy style. The correct answer is D, reverse cowgirl.
Fuck off.
Yeah, because your penis can come out and then it gets sat on.
I know, that's what I thought.
And like you said, you haven't got eyes on. Also, it's difficult for a man. It's a great view and you get lost in the view because you can see butthole and vagina and penis going in vagina. And then before you know it, your dick's uptight and sat on.
Yeah.
Okay, question number 5. Which fruit has the same pH as a vagina?
Tomato.
Yes, fuck you.
You couldn't have fucked that up more than
I can't believe I fucked it up.
Because you went A, da-da-da, D. And then you went C, D. I was like, well, it's obviously D, isn't it?
I mean, licking a vagina is not like licking. Imagine licking a lemon.
Acids, apples are quite acidic. So is lemon, obviously.
But tomato, the pH of a vagina is slightly acidic.
I know it is, but I was going for the least acidic.
It's acidic. Okay, so how many did you get?
I got 2.
Okay.
I have 4 to catch up with you, so I'm getting there.
So you got two behind me then?
Yes.
Nice, well done. Nice. Okay, well that was shambles. This whole episode, listen, we're sorry. It is what it is. You strap in, all right? They take the rough with the smooth. Last week was probably really good. I can't remember. This week, not so good.
Oops, wrong hole.
Okay, let's get on with it.
So I'm shagging this girl.
Good lad.
Everything's going great.
Good.
Condomed up, respectful king and all that.
My guy.
We finish. There's so many full stops in this. We finish, full stop. I pull out, full stop.
Full stop.
No condom, full stop.
Uh-oh.
Nowhere to be seen. I panic. She panics. We're tearing the room apart like it's an escape room puzzle.
Why are you looking in the room? I know where it is.
After 10 minutes, she says, I think it might still be in me. She squats over a mirror and she starts to absolutely... What? She squats over a mirror like she's about to lay an egg. And yep, there it is. Folded neatly like a little party balloon.
Why did she go over a mirror?
Just put your fingers in and go, oh,
exactly, there it is. I'd put my fingers in. I'd be like, you relax, close your eyes, put a pillow over your face. I'll do this. Wow. Squatting over a mirror.
I mean, the first place I would have looked if the condom had come off would be
Inside.
in me. If it's not in the bed sheets, it's in me.
Yeah. And you, as a man, you know.
He was just going along with the Delulu, bless him.
You know. Yeah, you know.
Right, next one.
Go on.
So I was riding my boyfriend full reverse cowgirl. Well, there we go.
We fucked it.
We know where this is going.
Go on.
So I was riding my boyfriend full reverse cowgirl. Hair flicking, arse bouncing, you know the vibe. I was in the zone.
Go.
Suddenly, I sneeze, a big one, out of nowhere, and I full on piss on him.
Oh, what? Not what I thought was coming out.
Not a squirt, not a cute little dribble, a piss.
A piss.
I froze like I'd just been unplugged. He looked up at me and immediately rolled off. I immediately rolled off and said, I'm sorry. He was a champ about it, but now every time I sneeze around him, I'm sure he flinches.
For sure.
Oh, bless her.
No, that's hot though.
Yeah, I know you'd like that.
Me.
I have.
And I fucking loved it.
I know you request it quite often.
I do. I like it. Yeah, but yeah, no, fair enough. I thought when you said sneeze, I was like, maybe his dick's going to pop out. And then I was like, oh, maybe a poo's going to pop out. And then I was like, oh, she's just going to fart straight in his face. And he's got like ass cheeks spread and she's in. Didn't think piss.
No.
Didn't see piss coming.
Right, next one. Me and my boyfriend were playing around with nipple clamps for the first time.
Hot.
Very hot, very sexy. I had them on. He was teasing me, all was well. Until he got too into it and pulled one off like he was starting a lawnmower. I let out a scream so loud my housemate actually texted to check if I was okay. I had to sit there with a can of Coke out the fridge on my tit. My boyfriend apologised profusely and offered to make me a toastie. We haven't touched clams since, but the toastie was nice.
Go to. Do you want a toastie, babe? Yeah,
Yeah.
No, use clamps again. Just, you learn once, don't pull them off.
Yeah, you pulled one off me once.
It was an accident. It was only because I was playing with the pull pressure and one slipped off.
It made me not want to trust you around my nipples
I didn't do it on purpose. It was very obvious about that. But clamps are kind of one of those things I think you should just put on and leave on. You know what I mean? They don't necessarily need to be tugged and twisted and pushed and pulled.
Well, I disagree. So we've had clamps on before,
yep.
But we've pulled on the planks to pull my nipples, and
pulled
that was nice. Clamps.
Are you okay?
To pull my nipples.
Yeah.
Which is nice. But then I remember we've got a pair of nipple clamps that we haven't used. Can you remember which ones? We got them at that seedy little shop that we were talking about the other week. And they got nice little dangly pearls on and they're so pretty.
Oh yeah, I know the ones.
But when we got home with them, I put one on, hurt myself with it, and I never want to look at them again. They're so tricky,
Should we use
clamps, I
them
feel
tonight?
like. No, I'm scared of
We've
it.
got the stuff from Pulse and Cocktails that we need to use again.
We do.
We've used the nipple stuff again.
That's what you hurt me with.
Before. No, it wasn't. Not that one.
Oh, you did hurt me that the other week, though. So you've done it twice now. I definitely don't trust you around my nipples.
That's not true. You are gaslighting me on audio, all right? Because I didn't hurt you.
Mm.
I didn't, did I?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, I know why. That wasn't, no. This requires further explanation, but we're going to wait until we review them because they are really good.
Yeah.
We're waiting to review them and then we'll explain how I hurt you and it was not intentional. Shut up. Stop looking at me like that. Right, get on with it. What's next?
You're next.
Are we done with Oops Wrong Hole?
We're done with Oops Wrong Hole.
You're not steering this episode very well, my love.
I don't think you're narrating it. I'm narrating it.
You're narrated to it. Yeah.
Fucking hell. We need to go to bed.
Maybe we need to fuck.
Maybe.
Let's do that in the studio.
Audio
Straight
on.
afterwards. Yeah, well, I won't press pause, guys. Don't worry. Right. Okay. So now on to Would You Rather.
Okay, I'm excited. You were very confident that this is a good one before we started.
I think it is. I don't know if it's challenging or just fucked up.
Well, this is it. You need to find a really challenging one for me because I'd make my mind up super quick.
Okay. Would you rather walk in on your parents role playing as you and me, or have your parents walk in on us role playing as them?
Oh. No.
The existential crisis.
They're both as bad as each other.
Well, let's look at it in depth. So we hear.
I've decided.
Hang on, what are you gonna? Wait, no, I've got to play it out. I've got to play it out for the audio.
Go on then.
We go into the house. We go and see your parents, and we're like, "Oh, the door's unlocked, but no one's downstairs. That's odd." And then you can hear your mum going, "Oh, go on, Luke. Oh, go on." And your dad's like, "Oh, that's." I don't even want to say what I'm going to say.
This is so my head went to, I would much rather walk in on them role playing us.
Yeah, but then your dad's...
Because if we have to role play them, I have to call you my dad's, like,
but
I have
your
to
dad's going to be calling your mum your name.
I was cool with that until I...
What?
No. I was cool with until I thought about it, and then I don't want him saying my name. I will take a double barrel to the mouth.
That's not a sexual term. She literally means a shotgun. That could have been something else.
Yeah, I don't want to choose either. They're both that's both incest.
Yeah,
you're making me choose incest or incest.
And but which one are you going to choose?
I don't.
You've got to.
I can't.
You have to.
I'll act out them.
Yeah, I think it's the same.
I can't do that to my dad and my mum. I can't do that to my dad. That's so much wronger.
Wronger?
Yeah.
More wrong.
You've stressed me out with this.
Good, because you always are so cool, calm and collected on the Would You Rathers. So hang on. So what you're saying, you would act as them. You'd rather they walk in and your dad hears you call me dad.
Yeah.
As I'm just going to town on you.
Yeah. Because I wouldn't want to put my parents in that position.
Would you want me to dress
I'll take one
as
for the
him?
team. Fuck off.
Would you?
Does he wear clothes when he's fucking?
I don't know.
I don't want to know.
Why would I know? Why would I know? Maybe I'll talk about the car or something in the space in the boot. And how many things I managed to get in the boot. Your dad loves that. Your dad loves talking about that.
What would you want to do?
I would want my parents to walk in on us.
Acting them out
as them, yeah, for sure. Because the thing is, I can accept the fact that they have to love me no matter what, because I'm their son. But I know I can stop loving my parents.
Right.
If they were being us. If my dad's calling my mum Chelsea.
Or the other way around, that your mum's having to call.
That's what I mean, but that's what's going to happen. That's what I'm going to next. And she's like, yeah, no. I didn't think about this before I thought it up. I was like, that's evil. That's going to put her in some fucking difficulty.
I really want people to write in on this. If you're listening to this struggling, please just Send us a message and let us know how badly you're struggling.
I'd say what we'll do. We've got shit to catch up on Instagram anyway, because people have given us some good stuff on there that we're gonna. So there are some good questions on a thing we did, and we were like, shit, we won't put these on the story.
I'm not putting this as a poll.
Yeah,
I'm not ruining people's days. This is no.
Everyone who listens, thousands of people listen to this. Thousands. We see the stats. So thousands of people are going to have their day ruined by this. People are going to crash their cars.
Don't say that.
I don't want them to.
You've said this before about people crashing their cars. Stop it.
Sorry.
Stop.
I don't want you to. If you are driving, drive safe. But for me, this would be one of those things that if I was driving, I would veer off the road. Intentionally or unintentionally. I don't know.
Right. I think we're wrapping this up now. I'm done.
We need to bang. We need to get out of our systems. Friday, I'm going to put up as a poll. I don't care what Chelsea says.
Fucking hell. Are you all right? Who's Tracy?
I don't know. My best mate's wife. So it is. Right, guys. Thank you so much for listening.
Bye.
Thank you so much.